Greetings from Edison, New Jersey. This town was named after Thomas Edison. He did a lot of his experiments at his location, which was actually in Menlo Park, which is one town over. They actually called him the Wizard of Menlo Park. And so a lot of his earliest films were filmed right here in this area. But whenever I look up this area, there was one thing that always stood out to me, and it was that it would always say that this was also a filming location for the movie School of Rock with Jack Black. And I always thought that was odd because all the other filming locations are way north of here. I mean, New Jersey is a small state, but it's still hours north of here. We're right in the middle. That's all the way at the top, which is where it gets real close to New York City. And so all of the other locations are in New York, or they're right up in that area in Franklin Lakes, Rahway, all the way up top. And there's this one location here, and I couldn't figure out why there would be one location in this town. And then I read it was the van scene. So I watched the scene, and the scene actually is one of the most important scenes in the movie because it's the scene that has the Led Zeppelin Immigrant Song in it. Now, Led Zeppelin doesn't like to let anyone use their music in movies, so Jack Black did this very public begging, this very public moment of begging.
We need your song, man. We need the Immigrant Song. This is a movie about rock. And without that song, this movie will crumble.
He begged them to let them use this song, and then they shot this extra scene. Now, why they came here to shoot it, I don't know. But once I found out that it was shot in here, I started looking at the scene, and you could see there is this median, and we'll see it. It's a big grass median that separates the road, and so I figured, gotta find that. There can't be that many areas like that. Turns out there's only one street in this town that looks anything like that. Found it, matched up the houses. We're gonna go over there now, and we'll also match up some of the shots. You'll get to see exactly where it was, and I'll do my best Jack Black impression. I hope you enjoy this one. Please come along, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and send it to a friend. You got a friend that is always like, hey, I like Thomas Edison and Jack Black. He's here for the ride. Send it to him. And let's go. So this road here it's called Stevensville Parkway, which is kind of an unusual name because it is a relatively quiet road. It actually dead ends up here, which I think makes it actually a wonderful road for filming because they can keep looping back, and there's these openings in the medians, and then you can go all the way down there, hit the loop, turn around and come back and keep circling till you get all the shots you need. You also have these medians here. They're unique in that I don't know of any other street in this area that has these grassy mediums, but that's really good for the shot of the van for them to set up and shoot over at it. So this runs all the way up and down here. They just rode up and down, I guess, and shot, the different shots right here along this route. So pretty interesting to think about. Jack Black riding in a van right down here. The van was definitely here. They have the wide shot of the van. It's possible that the out the window stuff was shot on a plate and then, they played it back. And so it's possible that he wasn't here, but the van was here. I think they probably shot the scenes here. The kids in the back, probably that is a cutaway that was shot elsewhere, but probably Jack Black and I think the little girl, Miranda Cosgrove, I think. But if not, if I'm wrong, whatever the little girl's name was, they were riding right on this road right here. All right, here's the very first shot where they show the van pulling up is right in this spot. This is the house in front. I matched up this house along with the house next to it and where the telephone poles are, all that stuff, because in this neighborhood, a lot of the houses are similar models, but this house looks a lot the same. You can see it here in the shot from the movie. Hasn't changed very much, and neither has the house next door. Let's go in and get a little closer. I'm getting a lot of glare here. I'm gonna try to see if I can reduce that so you guys have a better view at it. You can see the ranch style home next to it in red, which was red in the movie. And yeah, this spot looks almost exactly the same as it did 20 years ago. Jack Black just driving right along right here.
get an A+ and 50 gold stars.
This house was the hardest one to match. There were a couple that I looked at that I had trouble with, but we can see this house in the background here, but you can see it's only one story. And I thought, well, that can't be the same house as this. But the thing about it was the house next door actually did match. You could see the wooden fence and then up top the roof line. Today that fence has been replaced with a plastic fence, but the roof line on that house is still the same and the fence is in the same spot. So I went back on Google Street Views, and if you go back before 2013, this house was a single-story house. So at some point they built another floor to it, and so this house has changed colors and they built a second floor. I guess they changed the siding. This happened with some of the other houses in the background, but this was the hardest one to find. So there's a portion where he's driving along and he's talking to the girl looking out this way, and you see these houses. You see this house. You see this house up here with the two windows on the side. You see the opening in the median in the middle, and he continues down this road right here. This is the part of the song where it goes, like, da-da-da, and then right in front of this house, right here, Jack Black goes, yow, and turns his head towards the cameras. Right here on this stretch of road. And that'll do it. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you next time. Make sure to like this video, share it with a friend, and subscribe, and goodbye.